absolutely fine. My name is Bhavik and today I'm going to be breaking down the process that I used to click the photo for the Peter Mckinnon Vintage Photo Challenge.
Encourage you to actually give that a try. If you do, hashtag PM Vintage so I can actually find those pictures on Instagram.
So the challenge was to click a photo and edit it in a certain way so that it looks vintage. He himself demonstrated a technique of compositing a photo with a paper, which was a brilliant technique. We definitely are going to use that, but we are going to spice it up a little because it is a Peter Mckinnon video. We are going to use the flat lay format, and now let's jump straight into the video. So the setup is right behind me. I've set up everything very low. The table that I've used is just knee height, and I've done that because it would be easy for me to click a flat lay photograph. Everything is covered with a black cloth. That is because I do not want the light coming from the key light to bounce here and there. The key light that I'm using is the Godox SL60W, and I'm going to shoot the photo on the phone. So the first thing, which is the surface, is just an old cardboard piece. It has a good texture. It is really old and it has a good texture. That is the reason I'm using this one. So this is the final setup right in front of you. The key light is coming from over here. I'm not adding any fill light or a reflector because I like this gradient a lot. It is going from bright to dark on this side. This is an old cassette that I found inside my house. Then to balance this, on the diagonal end I have added this negative film that I had. There are two coins over here, old coins, and to balance that, a major chunk of the paper is missing from this side. And yeah, this is the final setup. Now let's click a few photos and then let's get into Photoshop. So now I'm inside of Photoshop and I've opened up the project file. Before starting to break down this project, let us look at how I made it look vintage in the first place. So this was the file before editing it in Photoshop. I've edited it inside of Lightroom and then added a bunch of overlays to make it look vintage. I'll break it down. So this was one of the overlays, which was old paper kind of a thing. I also have added these creases on the paper, and this is another overlay that I've added, and then I played around with the colors a little so that it looks vintage, nothing fancy over here. So now this is the final project file, and the bottom layer is photo that we just clicked. I edited it inside of Lightroom before bringing it here, bringing it here. After that, if I enable and disable all the layer one by one, so this is the image that we made it look vintage. I would suggest you to put a lot of time into the masking of the image because otherwise it would look fake if the edges are missing. So put a lot of time and mask your image correctly. I made a copy of the layer of the paper thing and put it again on top of the image and reduce its opacity to 38% so that it does not look fake. The paper texture is put again on top of the image. After that, just some color adjustments and here and there. One important thing that you need to notice, I've darkened the edges. If I enable it, I have darkened the edges a lot because it will also put the attention towards the center. And the second thing is that it would make it look a lot natural. See, this is just the exposure layer because it was looking really dark, and I put my watermark over here. I put a bevel and emboss over it so that it looks like the part of the image. So no, it wasn't real, it is definitely fake, and this is the final image that you saw. So that was the breakdown. I hope that you got to learn something new from this one. There is a similar video that I'll be dropping really soon from the Peter Mckinnon topic. I already shot that long ago. It's in the editing process, so I hope that you stay tuned for that. I got to learn a lot and enjoyed the process a lot because the idea was brilliant. Thanks to Peter Mckinnon for the opportunity and the idea. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.